What is going on today, my niggas? It's your boy Invader back with another video, and for today's video, guys, we are going to be talking about the Saudi EA buyout that recently just occurred. And guys, if you're not familiar with the news, didn't hear the news, or really just don't keep up with it, EA was just bought out by Saudi, and the company just went private. It was bought out by various buyers, including Saudi Arabia's public investment fund, Silver Lake, as well as Jared Kushner's affinity partners. Yes, I'm reading this off a website, if you can't fucking tell, because I don't have the memory or the attention span to, I don't know, remember this shit. Anyways, guys, as far as what this news means for us niggas that play video games, right? I honestly just don't see this as a win in any way, shape, or form. When I heard private equity and Saudi Arabia was buying EA, I'm not gonna lie, I shit my pants a little bit because I'm concerned about what is going to happen with the future of a lot of EA franchises. Now, I don't really personally give a fuck about EA, Madden, FIFA, or EA, Madden, FIFA. I don't give a fuck about FIFA or Madden, stuff like that, but I do care about quite a few other EA IPs, one in particular being Battlefield, because I've covered the fucking franchise countless times on my channel, and the first thing that I expect to happen after this buyout is, in the near future, there's going to be layoffs. And I expect there to be quite a few layoffs, because the first thing that happens anytime these companies, buy out another company, they look to cut costs in order to recuperate their money. Mind you, they also borrowed $20 billion from JP Morgan to also facilitate this deal. So obviously, these niggas are going to try to recuperate their money. First thing that usually goes is, I don't know, human labor costs, right? Human resources. That's one of the first things, one of the first corners that is going to get cut. And with this, I expect a lot of AI garbage slop to be getting pushed in EA video games right after this happens. And I just don't see this as a win in any way, shape, or form. The other thing I figure I mention, if you guys didn't know this, I feel like this is very, common information. Saudi Arabia is a petrol state, and they have been trying to diversify their economy because, hey, surprise, surprise, oil at some point is going to run out, and before that happens, we should probably do something about our economy and diversify it so that, I don't know, Saudi Arabia isn't a petrol state, but trying to become a hub for gaming and entertainment, just gonna be honest, man, I don't really give a fuck. The hub for gaming, or I guess entertainment, for me will always be America, maybe even fucking Europe, right? I will never view Saudi Arabia as a hub. A, because I don't give a flying fuck about Sharia law, and B, just like, they're doing this in order to make money. There is no passion that is going to come from Saudi Arabia when it comes to these projects. And that's what makes a lot of my fucking favorite video games, what makes them so great, is because the people that worked on them were passionate as fuck. What we're going to be getting now is, don't get me wrong, EA has already been going down the line of maximizing profit, maximizing revenue, and saying fuck, the consumers. They're going to be going further down the road now that they got bought out by, now that they're private, right? And like I said, they're going to try to recoup the money that they used just to buy EA in any way, shape, or form. We're going to see some greedy, snivy, conniving bullshit going on with EA. Not only do I expect microtransactions to get more invasive across the board for all EA games, I expect them to introduce gacha-like mechanics and a bunch of bullshit. Basically, I expect not Call of Duty, Battlefield, Madden, FIFA, every EA game to turn into, I don't know, a slot machine simulator, and I don't know, man. I just don't see this as a positive thing, especially like when you consider like Jared Kushner, like Trump's son-in-law, is buying it. Like, that dude has never played a video game in his life. And the whole purpose of buying this for these niggas is to make money, right? And I just, look, as somebody that plays video games and likes to consume entertainment in this form, all EA games are fucked. And honestly, the only hope I have for the future for the gaming industry is small independent gaming devs that are just passionate about their own projects and they're going to make stuff that is fun to them as opposed to trying to maximize profit revenue for shareholders. And yeah, it's just, I don't see this as positive news in any way, shape, or form. I've seen a lot of dumbasses on the internet being like, well, dude, maybe EA's games will get good. No, dumbass, they're gonna get worse somehow. I talk about constantly how greed has ruined Activision. Greed has ruined, companies like EA, Activision, right? I've talked about this considerably on my channel. With Saudi Arabia purchasing EA, that it's just going to get worse across the board for all of their games, right? And this is just going to bring me to this point, right? I've already been playing, other games and shit that isn't AAA, right? Like one of my favorite games that came out this past year was Schedule 1, aka Walter White Simulator. That game is made by one guy, independent game, and it's just, a fun piece of media to play, right? And I just expect every single piece of gaming or anything that comes from EA to be garbage at this point. I don't see this as positive news. I can't see this as positive news, man. And going back to the thing, the layoffs that are going to happen because of this, because there's going to be a bunch of dumbasses who think AI is the future, right? And we're just going to be getting pushed a bunch of garbage and slop because a bunch of old fucks think, dude, we have to invest in AI. We have to do it. It's the future. It's the future. Come on, man. We got to do it. It will save money, and we'll make a shitload at the fucking cost of making their products completely unfucking recognizable and garbage. Honestly, man, I think I've said all I've needed to say. I'm just rambling at this point because the stupidity that has just been going around on display that from people that think this is a positive thing is just shockingly scary. I really don't know what else to say other than that. I really hope that maybe EA games get better. There is a small part of me that thinks oh man, maybe they go private, maybe they'll get better. But just the whole Saudi Arabia aspect of it, just look, man, I'm concerned. And I know they're fucked. I was right about Call of Duty Next. I was right about Black Ops 7, right? I'm going to be right about this. I'm keeping it real with you guys, right? I don't see a bunch of fucking dirty Arabs getting control of, EA as a positive thing, right? I just don't, right? The only reason I imagine they're even acquiring the shit at this point is probably so that they could push bullshit in FIFA, right? Saudi Arabia loves soccer or football or whatever the fuck you call it, right? There's just more ways for these motherfuckers to get greedy. And like I said, man, why the fuck are we letting Saudi Arabia buy an American company? Why can't we let, an American company buy it? I don't know. Anyways, guys, I think I've rambled long enough. I've lost the plot in the past 2 minutes of this video anyways. I've just been yapping for no fucking reason. But, yeah, anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And, yeah, I'm out of this bitch. Peace.